Hello guys, it's Dead here again, and this is kind of a different approach to a video than I have been lately doing speed paints. So I just kind of decided that I'd get my opinion out on a couple of things in the art community that I have found out over the years of doing art. So the first thing I want to talk about is art styles. I have changed my art styles I can't tell you how many times, and I think it's great for artists to find different ways to do what they like to do in a style that they feel more comfortable doing with. In this picture here, I'm using my new style, and I'm trying something a little out of my comfort zone with the dog skull. And this is nice, I like my style. I say if you're losing faith or you don't like your style anymore, I suggest maybe looking at different artists' styles and learning from them, and maybe you can add your own unique spin on it. And a lot of artists grow uncomfortable with their style all the time. It happens a lot. Even the famous artists like Flynn and all those guys, they grow uncomfortable with their stuff too. And that's okay, it happens. But don't go and patronize the artists for changing their style if they're not comfortable with it. It's not cool, it's rude. Anyways, so the second thing I want to talk about is I'm trying to put more effort into my stuff. And it's not really working out, I can tell. Like in this picture here, it's kind of sloppy, but I've tried my best. And throughout my years of being on DeviantArt, well, it's been like 2 or 3, I've had so much people compliment me and tell me how great my art is and I'm improving, and they've given me constructive feedback, and I love that. And it's awesome. The art community can be so nice. But it's not fair to really patronize other people for that. It's not cool to dog on somebody for their art because they changed their style. It's just, come on, man, it's not cool. And the third thing that I wanted to really obsess, I'm sorry, my phone is going off a lot, was the animation community. I know I'm not really big in the community. I haven't done very many animations myself. I've done a few practice things and I'm not proud of it. But animation memes seem to become more popular as the days go on and stuff like that. And I know I like memes sometimes. They're cool. They're an interesting spin on things, but I mean, sometimes it gives animators the excuse to be lazy. And really, that's just not cool. I know animation is hard, it's tedious, it takes a lot of time and patience, but you don't really need to be lazy about this and be like, oh, I ran out of time and oh, I'm just being lazy. Not an excuse. And I know I probably sound like a jerk saying this, but that's just kind of my opinion. Animation memes are cool, yeah. I do one every once in a while. But the more you do them, the more I feel people expect more of you. And being expected of is nice, but people kind of get rude. They're saying, oh, this is edgy, or oh, this is so lazy, this is terrible, blah, 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 blah. And come on, that just kind of hurts people's feelings. And I can see why a lot of artists have left the community. It's not their fault. I don't blame them, I would have too. Sometimes it can be a good community, sometimes it won't. Doing your own stuff is nice. Doing original animations, but having to tell people that you can't do this because this is not a meme and have them beg for it. It's just, come on, man, that's not cool. If the person said the animation is not a meme, don't make one. Don't make one and don't bother them about it. Okay? Seriously. I know ZOTL had to deal with this, and it's just ridiculous. And the other thing, I lost count of how many things I was going to talk about, was about comics. yeah, I made a couple of comics and I've kind of given up on them because I just don't have the time, really. But I always love making comics. Comics are so much fun. I love reading them. I love drawing, making layouts. Bringing my story to life is what I love to do. Whether it be animation or just doing a comic. And I've given up with a lot of comics in the past. Trust me, I have. And it's been hard, really. It has. But the more I find myself loving the story, the more I want to expand on it, make it bigger, make it more me, per se. I know I've dropped a lot of comics, like, I don't know if I will still continue the collectibles, which is in my DeviantArt gallery. I can leave a link. And I really don't want to give up on Falling Pride. That storyline was my favorite. I developed it for a couple months. But I just can't find the time to finish it. And I feel bad because I love it. I love my characters. I love the storyline. And I really wanted to write it as a book, but then I just can't find the time and my computer isn't working. All the stressors and stuff are just not really good. But I do plan on making more comics. I do. Traditional media is my roots. If you look at my DeviantArt gallery, I'm pretty sure I have more traditional art than I do digital art. Because digital art really is it's my core, my roots. It's when I grew up on drawing. Then I moved on to digital art doing, stuff on my phone. And it happens, that's true. I feel more comfortable doing it on paper than I do a screen and a stylus. And those things kind of happen. I feel more comfortable doing comics on traditional media than I do digital media because I'm not very confident in myself. Not quite yet. Working on that. Anyways, I do plan on making more comics and coming out with ideas and stuff like that. So, I hope you enjoyed this piece. I couldn't upload the Speedpaint because I got copyrighted, sorry. I didn't know the song I used was copyrighted. And so, thanks for listening. I just thought I should get my opinion out there. And you could tell me how wrong I am about stuff like that, and I won't care. It's my opinion. I'm entitled to it. Okay, so, thanks for listening. Bye.